I'm here in Medjugorje and I'm with, what's your name?
Bill O'Connor.
Where are you from, Bill?
I'm from Wexford, Bunclody, County Wexford.
And you said you came the first time when to Mexico?
1996, I came to Medjugorje.
Why did you come at the time?
I came because, I was a young chap. I got invited by a lady by the name of Mary MIR. She was married to she was a Summers, and Mary was a great friend of mine, Grange Con, County Wicklow. So Mary invited me. At the time I had no interest, and she asked me go home, and she says think about it. So I went home. I thought about it. The next day I rang Mary, said I'd go to Medjugorje with you, because she was a great friend of mine. So myself and Mary arrived in Medjugorje, and I had no great at that time interested in praying. So Mary told me to go to confession, Bill, and get yourself active and get yourself together, So I went to Medjugorje, as I say, in 1996, and I went to confession. But the priest held me up for a long time, 30-40 minutes. But when I came out, I became a brand new person. I felt a weight come off my shoulders. I felt this peace that I was searching for. I got it. So I said, when I have this, I'll hold on to it. And so I was there a few days. It took me a couple of days to settle in. But when I started going to Mass and doing things that I used to do, I just came that brand new person, in life. I thought life changed for me a big time. It was worth anything in the world to me, because even to this day, this is 2023, I'm back in Medjugorje. I've been in Turkey, and I just telling the wife there yesterday, we were talking about Turkey, and I said this place, sans a Ponzi, anywhere in the world, any country in the world, is no place like this. I was in a good few of countries, but this Medjugorje always calls me back.
Why?
Because I find great joy, peace, love, happiness. People comes here for reasons. Not all the time, probably good people come here, but bad people come here to get good, to bring themselves at peace and to see the light. When they're in darkness, they came to Medjugorje and brought themselves into great light. And you see some people that was talking to the table yesterday said they came here by accidental. They were in Croatia, at the beach and things like that, and so they said to take a day off to come to Medjugorje. So when they came to Medjugorje, they had to be brought back. But people tells a lot of different stories. I have one little story to share with you. In 1996, as I say, I came here to search for peace, and I met a family from Ireland. After Mass, this pale reflection lad comes over to me and he said, what's your name? I said, Bill O'Connor from Bunclody, Wexford. And he shook hands with me. But we got talking that evening, and he was a very shy chap, And his father, a wise man, he said, Bill, can you take Damien off for a walk? So I did. I said, Damien, come on, we'll go for a walk, I'll chat to you. And I said, Damien, have you any interest in Mary, Jesus? And he said, Bill, I don't believe in Jesus, Mary. I believe in nothing. And I said, Damien, that's sad. You're in a cloud of darkness. The chap was on heroin. He was suicidal. He was just desperate for prayer. He was so sad at the time. So I said, Damien, I asked the Holy Spirit to guide me. I said, Damien, if you came to a T-junction, you say you have no belief, but if you come to a T-junction and the devil is on the left and Jesus is on the right, if you had a choice, what would you do? And he said, Billy, I'd go for Jesus. Come on, Damien. I said, we'll go say a rosary. We will. So we went up the hill, and I said the rosary, and I said, Mother, this chap needs it worse than I do. Look after me another time. And I prayed for Damien from my heart. And on the way down, Damien started joining in, and next he just collapsed. And he said, Bill, you're not coming up this hill tomorrow, I'm coming up. So we prayed down the whole way down, back to the house, and his father was concerned, worried about Damien. He says, where's Damien today, Bill? And Damien is with me, Jim, I says. God, I said, he's after been healed on the hill. And he said, Bill, I knew this was the place to bring Damien, because he was fighting with me the day he came. Because he asked me, when do I go home? Can I go home tomorrow? And I said, you may wait a week. You may go home in a plane. It's not a bus, like. So anyway, the group was there, and the girls that week said to me and Damien, anyone want to stay a free week? So I said, I do, and Damien put up his hand, he said I do. So we stayed a free week. So we done a lot of voluntary work out here, we help people. He became a brand new chap. He've now 9 children, I'm sure, and he've 1 foster child. He's a big smile on his face, and he's so happy, and now he've lots of people helped. Through his addiction, he found great light and spread the news in Ireland and throughout the world, and today you could see this happiness in him. He attends Medjugorje. His life just completely transformed. But as I say, I'm here 16 or 17 times now. This is like a second home to me, and I really, really love it. My guide first was Danielle, and now she asks me now and again to become a group leader, but I got heart surgery, so I wouldn't be up to it. But I pray for people. I pray for my ancestors at home, my family tree, all people that ask me to pray for them. I've prayed all the week, and I felt great joy in doing it, and we should become, I think, better people because of the war and hatred. It takes nothing to be nice. It's more important to be friendly, to forgive, to forget. I find life very simple because I forgive, I forget, and I can't understand why people, they all should forgive and forget. At the end of the day, when the door is shut, there's only one thing last, and that's the man above when the door is really shut. So my advice to people is keep it simple. There's no one perfect. I'm not a perfect person, but I am a trier. And if you're a trier in this world, you're only doing your best. So I love people. I always had a love and a heart for people. If someone was stuck on their way home from Dublin, no matter where you are, I'd always like to give them a helping hand. But I always get a little tap in the back, say, well done, Bill, you know. That's what people should be. We all should help each other and forgive each other. And you know, you feel you can go to bed in peace, and it's a blessing, you know. So I have lots of other stories about Medjugorje I could share.
But one more?
People,
so beautiful.
People share their messages with me.
Yeah.
But
just what you feel to say, you know, don't worry.
But sure, look, I'm here all the week, as I say, and I've prayed. I'm not bragging about what I've done. I don't want an ice cream. I'm only a trier like everyone else, but my belief in this life is to tell people to change. You know, there's so much hatred out there, darkness, bitterness, suicides, one thing and another. This can all stop. Go to confession. It's very important. Like the priest said during the week, there was all this group was running to the airplane, rushing, but the past be this priest, he was going on the airplane as well. But the priest was, you know, everyone knew this was a priest, so they had no interest. So then, halfway through the flight, the plane the pilot said, I think we're all going to die. The plane is going to crash. So everyone started going around looking for this priest. They started looking for this priest, begging, where is he, where did he go? They had no interest when he passed by, and nothing wrong. It's like our soul, I think. When we say, if the doctor said, look, Bill, you, whatever, Tom, we've 2 weeks to live, then you start thinking, where's our next step? People may turn back. And you know, it costs nothing. Water's free, prayer is free, your soul is free. It don't matter where your body goes, it's where your soul goes.
Confession is for free.
Confession is just number one, and then you start off from there. My belief, I'll meet my father again, and I will. I'll meet my sister again and my brother again in heaven. I know I will. I have no fear to die. I don't want to die. You know, now or next week, I want to be as long as around as I can, but still I have no fear. I just have great faith in God. I'm not a Mr. Special. I never really the best person in the world, but as I say, I am a trier.
And I see you have the rosary here, right here with you. That's amazing, like strong man like you has a rosary here. People think it's for old ladies. What is the powerful about the rosary? The rosary
beads is, Our Lady said in Medjugorje, I love the rosary beds because I find life very simple. At 23 years of age, I came to Medjugorje as just an ordinary person, no interest, as I say. But I went to confession, I go to Mass, I read the Bible, which is important. I say the rosary. Our Lady called it the 5 stones. The Bible, you leave the Bible in your house where it can be seen. Your Bible should be seen. It should be visible. You shouldn't lock it in a cupboard. Because you pass by. Let your family see it. Let your kids see it. You know, it brings this beautiful healing and love into your house. And you know, when you bless your house with holy water, use the blessed oil, the best salt, you know, if the demons come to your door, they won't come in. Because of the holy water, the blessed oil, they'll stay outside. No matter who come in, they hates the holy water, they hates the blessed salt, they hates the blessed oil. It's very important. And if you have a person and you're very worried about them, concerned, and you want them to become a good person and they're a bad person, you know, you can put a little bit of oil in their tea, their coat pocket, their bag luggage. You can change that person. Pray for the graces to change that person for the person that God wants them to be. And that's what I'll say. The last thing I'll say is, we're all triers. As I said, we're not perfect. We are triers. I'm a trier, but I want to change, and I like to see everyone change into the person that God may give all people, everyone, the graces to the people He wants them to be. And hopefully this wars will stop, and there'll be great joy will come into this world. It'd be great. I'd love to see it, and that's about it for now. But
wow, it's beautiful, and you also see that prayer life is important. Direct communication with God. You pray and say, "This is my situation, help me." You do the same thing. Relationship?
Yeah, very good. I find my marriage is good. My family, they go to mass every weekend. I love everyone's family, not only my family. I love everyone, and I love to see young people from Ireland especially, turn them back. You know, there's time for alcohol, get a drink and socialising, but there's time for prayer too. Like, it's all internet, and how many people spend 3.5 hours watching the Titanic.
Absolutely.
Titanic. Young people, the phone. 3.5 good half hours gone. You could have said a rosary in 15 minutes, which is more important.
Yes,
maybe watch the Titanic and then say a rosary or whatever. But all this pornography and things like that, it's wrong. My friend, I told the priest, my friend sent me pornography, and the priest told me he's not your friend. How can you call him a friend if he's sending you pornography? Just pray for the grace that he'll change and just delete it. Tell me you're a cat.
Not give peace.
Yes, it won't give you the peace.
Pleasure,
yes.
Nothingness.
Yes, but people think that's funny. It's not funny.
Yeah.
As I say, I'm not Mr. Special, and now that I've learned, I'm a trier.
Yes.
But the priest said that he's not your friend. Pray for that person who was sending you the pornography and everything else. And I did. I just prayed for him. He thinks it's natural, but the priest said, "You're a Catholic. Tell him I'm a Catholic."
Absolutely.
You know.
Yeah.
So little things like that, you know, can change people's lives. And there was one lad came here the last time I was here, and he was lost. He said he was on drugs. He was a bad person and everything else. And he said, "Where are you from?" I said, "From Ireland." He said he was from Ireland, so I gave him a hug. And I said, "You know, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to go home, and I told him you're a good person." So we sat down. We're getting our meal, and he just went after the meal. He just looked over me and he said, "Bill," and I said, "What?" "You know, I feel a lot better now," he said, "because no one ever hugged me. No one told me that I'm not a good. You are a good person," I said. So my belief, I was gone home the next day, that things worked out real well for him, and I didn't hear from him, but I have it in my heart that he was in the right place.
Yes.
You know.
And it's so much. A friend of mine said we have a subnutrition of love. Everybody says nobody hugged me, nobody gave me a compliment, and it costs nothing. Mother Teresa of Calcutta says, "A smile, you can give it out 1,000 million times." No?
But the thing is, I think in life, you know, when you see a person down, encourage him.
Yes.
Say kind words. Encouragement gives you a good
a booster.
It gives you a booster. It makes you feel happy, and it makes the person that you give the encouragement to happy. You know, you don't insult anyone or gossip, and you try your...
Waste of time.
I feel so relaxed in life. I feel I am a kind person. As I say, I'm not bragging about what I'm going to say. I don't want an ice cream for what I'm saying, but I'd love to, you know, I love people. It's one thing in my heart, I love people. And I love of everyone to change, to be good people and enjoy life. It's simple, it's real simple. I can't understand it. I'm here today and I let go. I feel so relaxed. Priest told me one time in Medjugorje, he said some people are like a hamster. They want to be here, there, everywhere, all over the place. A hamster in a cage, he wants to go faster, faster. Slow down. There's no need. Relax the mind. You don't have to be there, here, and at the one time. You find this. You're finding this peace that you're searching for then. And you know, people can learn from that.
Yes. And where's your favourite spot here in Medjugorje?
My favourite spot in Medjugorje, there's lots of famous spots here. The Cross Mountain, Apparition Hill. I find my favourite, where I'm after coming from now, my favourite place in Medjugorje is the Stations of the Cross. And it's so simple. It's right behind the risen Christ. And I find great peace there.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, yeah.
And what would you tell people? Why come to Medjugorje one time?
Why I've came one time?
Why should they come to Medjugorje one time, people? What would you tell them as an advice?
I can't tell people what to do. But I experienced darkness in my life. And now I experience great light. Even when I go home, I feel at peace. I feel some days, like, you know, like everyone else, obviously, you could be, and then the next day, you just pray to God to help you, give you the grace, to give you that boost, you know, like I give to people. So people should come to, well, you can pray at home. You can follow the program of Medjugorje at home. You can come here. If you come, people, it takes a couple of days to settle in, but anyone I think that ever came here came back. As I say, I was in different countries, and you know, beaches and everything else, and enjoyments and boats, wherever. And I recommend this to the last. I do like a holiday, but this is number one to me.
Wow. Thank you so much for that beautiful interview.
Thank you very much, Tom.